India's financial power sharing system is set to see a major shift under the 16th Finance Commission formula, and Karnataka has emerged the biggest beneficiary in the country. The Finance Commission is a constitutional body that decides how tax money collected by the central government should be shared between the centre and the states. Although its recommendations are not legally binding, they strongly influence India's financial planning system. The 16th Finance Commission, formed in 2023 and chaired by former Niti Aayog Vice Chairman Arvind Panagria, submitted its report to the President in November 2025 after constitutions with all states and union territories. According to the new devolution formula for 2026 to 2031, Karnataka's share in the central tax pool has increased from 3.65% to 4.13%. This change means Karnataka will receive 63,050 crore rupees, which is 7,387 crore rupees more than what it could have received under the previous formula. This makes Congress-ruled Karnataka the biggest gainer under the new system. The main reason behind this shift is a new 10% weight given to the GDP contribution in the formula. This means states that contribute more to India's economy are now being rewarded more. Karnataka benefits heavily because of its strong performance in technology, services, manufacturing, innovation, and industrial output, making it one of India's key economic engines. On the other side, BJP-ruled Madhya Pradesh faces the biggest loss. Its share has reduced from 7.85% to 7.35%, leading to a reduction of 7,677 crore rupees, bringing its total allocation to 1.12 lakh crore rupees. The drop is linked to lower performance on the newly introduced efficiency and performance indicators. Other states also gain under the new formula. Kerala became the second biggest beneficiary, gaining 6,975 crore rupees, with its share rising from 1.93% to 2.38%. Gujarat gained 4,228 crore rupees. Haryana gained 4,090 crore rupees. These states benefited due to higher per capita income and strong GDP contribution. The centre has also decided to retain the state's share of central taxes at 41% for the 2026 to 31 period. As announced by Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman in the budget speech, this decision, however, has drawn criticism from opposition leaders. Karnataka Chief Minister Siddaramaiah expressed disappointment, saying the state's responsibilities are increasing, but their finance flexibility is not. Although the percentage share remains 41%, states' actual access to funds is shrinking because cesses and surge charges, which are not shared with states, are increasing. The central tax pool includes income tax, corporate tax, customs duty, excise duty, and GST, but excludes cesses and surcharges, which are fully kept by the centre. The Finance Commission has also recommended strict financial discipline. States must keep fiscal deficit within 3% of GSDP. Off-budget borrowings should be avoided. CAG must disclose hidden borrowings in states' finance accounts. Market borrowing trends of states have been flagged as a risk. However, interest-free loans under special assistance to states for capital investment (SASCI) will remain outside borrowing limits. Overall, the new formula marks a major policy shift, rewarding economic performance, efficiency, and contribution to national growth, while pushing states towards finance discipline and accountability. And in this new system, Karnataka stands out as the biggest winner under the 16th Finance Commission framework.